So, Sans vs Chara, it's a simple game, really, as you can see from the gameplay. As Chara you just have to go towards Sans to kill him. Nothing much to say apart from the fact that some Sanses are really OP or even impossible. This Sans I'm fighting, Hyperdust, is another Sans you can unlock from a different game. Yes, this game has an unlock system, but it's on another game. You'll have to complete obbies to get, and trust me, it's a pain if you are not experienced in this kind of obby. Now the fun part, I will use Error Sans because he is kinda fun to play and he is my strongest Sans. He is OP but he is not the strongest you can get. Even Bad Time Trio is stronger, not gonna lie. All the point of Error is to confuse people. What I mean by that is that he has blasters but they fire to the opposite direction of where they are. Bones that stops at some point and go back a little after, portals that make you go back to the start, and some other things. I didn't show other characters, but you can kinda see the redundance of them, and the worst is that most of them are game passes only. Here are all the game passes you can get. Just remember this game is dead. Most people playing it are either liking it or just new. The problem is that when you are new, you kinda don't know how to get characters. It's really annoying. Time to reveal the criteria. So, there will be the game design. Yes, I didn't talk much about game design, but it is important. There will be the music. Didn't talk much about it too, but the music choice is important. Just to clarify, I don't care if the music is taken, I just care if the music is a good match to the game or character. Finally, the balancing of the game. So for Sans vs Chara, the game design is questionable, so even with nostalgia I'll have to give this a 2 out of 10. For the music, it's good I guess. It's simple but it works, what can I say, so 5 out of 10. And finally the balancing. You mostly win against Sans Classic but the rest are a lot harder to beat. Even Gaster Blaster Sans is OP, so it's not very balanced, but it was not thought like that anyway. So I will give it a 3 out of 10 just because Dio Sans isn't as OP as the rest.
The J has been spotted in Undertale Judgment Day. Please turn AFK mode on, if you value your life.
Judgment Day, the most unbalanced mess I have ever witnessed. There is also a single player, but I won't talk about it as the point of my video is just to talk about the Sans vs Chara games and not the other game mods. This game has quite a lot of Sanses, some are better, some are worse. There is some single-player Sanses exclusives like Time Paradox or Dust. I'm high? Why people keep coming in my room, gosh. Alright then, could you go? I mean, it's still my video and I don't wanna have people coming here every time like that taxi. He is almost in on my video, what the flip. Anyway, back to the topic of the game. The unbalance is at its peak. Let's take a free character. I insist with the free character. You can have it by beating it in the single player. I'll call it Sans, so he is stronger than Last Breath. A 2750 win character, and I repeat, he is free. Oh yeah, I didn't precise him talking about the level 20 Sans variant. Anyway, as for the Chara team, it has combos, armors, weapons and souls. I won't explain it much, I'm lazy as heck. Since it's my turn to be Sans, I'll use Time Paradox as it's one of my favorite character to play as. This time I'll separate the game design and the models. So the game design. This game has not a lot of original mechanics, as well as the attacks are mostly blasters and bones, but it is a Sans game. What can I expect? It has some original things though, like being able to control two Sanses by switching between them, so I'll give it a 4 out of 10. For the musics, I find the music choices very good even though they are kinda generic for some, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The balancing is trash, no debate, 0 out of 10. And the models, even though people don't like them, I kinda do. It has something that make the fact that you know for sure when it's UJD, but they aren't the best, so 6 out of 10. Undertale Infinity is kinda unique. It has a lot of new features, like skins for your weapons, skin for Sans, not really new but still, an upgrade point-based upgrading system, and some other things. I might do a video on this later, but we are here for the SVC in general. So how good or bad it is? Well, I think it's kinda good, but the balance isn't quite as bad as UJD, but it's still bad either way. Mostly because the armors in this game are absolute garbage at the start. I didn't show it, but the first armor give only 20 pathetic little HP, giving you no chance against any Sanses, even the first Sans. For the Sans part, I think it's the best part of the game. You will have a lot of original attacks. For example, one of the new character in this update, Vital Sans, has a coin system for certain attacks, and can get them over time to place explosive coin on the ground. Overall, I find it pretty cool. Sadly, the first Sanses aren't like that, but it's okay. The progression in this game is fast. We'll go straight to the point this time. For the game design, it's really original, might be the most original out of this video, plus it's really easy to play, while still being fun, so 10 out of 10. For the musics, they are kinda generic for some too, but you can still choose another track if you don't like them, like Bad Time Duo or the one I use, Burning in Hell from Indie Cross, but I don't think the game has a soundtrack made for the game, but correct me if I'm wrong. So the music gets an 8 out of 10. For the balancing, sadly the game can't be perfect. It has big balance issues, but it's mostly for the chara team and not for the Sanses, as they do patches to balance all out, so 4 out of 10. Finally, the models, they are really special at first, but the more you play the more you like them. I already liked them, but that's because I played Underquest. Great game by the way, so the models will get a 8 out of 10.
Why? Why? Why, oh God, fucking why?
Yes, a dead game. I don't know why it fell off, but my guess would be the generic attacks as well as the respect of the characters, like why the heck Sudden Change cost more than Ink or Flowerfell cost more than Nightmare. Anyway, compared to one before, I couldn't play it much cause like I said, the game is dead. It took me 2 whole hours to find one person, then left. So I won't know the balancing of this game. It won't be fair, but I can note the poor amount of music I heard, and the models. I can't note the game design too since I didn't play enough. I couldn't even play as Chara. Anyway, the game is still fun but very generic attacks, or even musics. I will go fast with this game. I will give the models a 6/10. Well, I did all game that was planned, so I guess it is the end. This was a very long video, so thank you for watching it, and maybe tell me if you agree or totally disagree with me. I won't ask you to subscribe this time around. I'm too lazy to do it and am tired as heck. So this is a goodbye, and I hope to see you all next time.